Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Friday Sews. I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my sewing room and a little bit of Friday Sews. So I'm here every Friday, pretty much, and it's a hashtag, which means I'm not the only one who's here on Friday. So if you like a little bit of sewing, a chat, a little bit of life, what's going on, type in hashtag Friday Sews and today's date, and you'll see a whole bunch of people that are going to do the same thing, which is super fun. I'm going to talk about a few things, but first, my chair's rolling. Second, I just filmed a whole Friday Sews out of focus. And now I'm paranoid. I don't know if I'm in focus or not. Hate that feeling. So, okay, let's talk a little sewing. I didn't have a lot of time for sewing this week. My husband is self-employed, and I had to help him with paperwork, and I just needed to get like his paperwork organized to give to the accountant. And honestly, it's not his forte. He's an artist, and artists don't like stuff like paperwork, but I don't mind. It's just I'm not that good at it either. So but I felt like so accomplished when I got done. It's like I got other things done. Like I organized a couple drawers in our like little home office-y area, and I'm actually thinking I need to clean out that closet I've been talking about, my sewing room. I just felt like I got all kinds of things done once you get in this productive mode, but not a lot of sewing. And when it was like all over and I'm like, well, now I have time to sew. What do I want to do? I thought, I don't know. I was like out of the rhythm of it. I had this churn going where I knew what I wanted to do, and I stopped to do that, and then I'm like, now what? So I made a hoodie hugs. I'm wearing it. So this is from my fabric haul. Don't you just love this fabric? It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I've made this hair. I've made this hoodie hugs enough times to where it's really like easy, and I still use my own directions because I'm really good at like flubbing things up and skipping something obvious. So I still follow the steps, but let me just say this dress came together in an afternoon, and it was just so fun. It was like boom, and it was done. And might make another one because I just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna want to wear this every day. Look at this fabric, it's beautiful. So I made a hoodie hugs. Very happy with that. I might make another one. Let me just show you me wearing it. Little full length there. This is just so comfy and cute, and it's great for just my lifestyle. Next up is I'm going to post my mashup. I mashed two patterns together, and I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it is, but you'll see it's really cute. And I'm really excited to see what other things I can take a feature from one pattern and put it into another. I have some ideas on that, so it could become a series. I really like the idea of pattern pieces as puzzle pieces that necessarily don't have to be used the way that they tell us to. That's the way I see it. So I'm going to post that on Sunday, so come back and see what two patterns I put together. I'm excited to share that with you. I really like what I made, so that's coming for sure. The other thing that's coming for sure is March 27th. I'm doing a Frugal Sews, hashtag Frugal Sews 23, and that is a fun promotion. I think we're in our third year, and I've been in all 3 years. This will be my third time, and it's going to be super fun. So come back on the 27th to see what my ideas are. Now, I'm late in the month because this has been going on every day of March. So if you want to put in the hashtag Frugal Sews 23, and I'll put that hashtag in my description, you can see other people sharing ideas on free patterns. And I have a lot to share on that. So come back on the 27th and see what I have to say. After that, who knows? You know, I just really don't have a set idea of what I'm going to make next. I have lots of fabric that I want to play with, so we'll see. I go around the hashtag Friday Sews too, and when I see other Friday Sews videos, I get my attention gets diverted so easy because somebody will make something that I want that, and then they'll show a pattern of what they're going to make, and I want that. So if you're stumped for ideas, go around the Friday Sews and you'll get a ton of ideas, more ideas than you can do. Really, that's kind of what happens. So I don't know what's next, but I'm in the groove. I'm in the sewing room. I am loving my sewing machine. Somebody asked me, oh my gosh, I don't even use the Janome at all. I just love that faff so much. I love it so much. Love it. I noticed that Jen from Jen's Sewing Room made a list of comments to talk about. I should totally do that because there's some great comments. Always, always. So if you haven't, look through the comments. You'll see some amazing conversations going on. Really fun. And that's what these chatty videos are for. They're really for just the friendship aspect and all of us kind of just sharing what we're up to and that kind of thing. Love that. Love it. On a personal note, I have to do weather because it's been the theme around here. Our storms are over. The snow is melted. Hallelujah. The flowers have survived beautifully and they are coming up. And it's not going to be long now. Not going to be long at all before there's some color out that window. And I'm super excited about it. I have a super brown thumb, but you just can't kill these daffodils and tulips. Once you've got them in there, they're in there. But I really want more gardening this year. And so I'm thinking about different things that I want to do. You know, I used to have this beautiful tree that was always here before I moved in. So it was really old. And it was a small flowering tree, pink flowers that would just float like rain. I loved that tree. And it died. And we tried to replace it, but that one died too. So this year, I think I want to get hubby to help me put in some flowering trees. We are living in a forest, so it's beautiful. We have trees, lots of them. But I miss that little pink tree. Miss that. It was so pretty. So I want that. And, you know, more gardening. I need to put some more work in. I'm not good at working. I'm not good at working hard. I'm not good at gardening. But you know what? I put my mind to it. Hubby's there to help. Things can happen. Our garden looks better than it did before we started working on it. So it's kind of like phases of life. And this is one of my phases. I never really was into that. But now that it's, you know, it's this phase of my life, I'm into that. And when I say phase of my life, on that note, my birthday is Sunday. Thank you. I know you're saying happy birthday right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to be 64 on Sunday. And no, I can't hardly believe it. Where did the time go? I can and I can't. I mean, I've had such a great, fun life and, you know, lovely family. Love my kids. I love where I live. I love my hubby. I'm blessed beyond measure. Totally blessed. Not that I haven't had my hard times in life. I don't think you get through life without them. And I've had my share, believe me. But at this stage, I just feel really lucky and really blessed. And I'm just thanking God so much for my life. And almost just feeling like, wow, how on earth did I get to have this life? How on earth do I get to sit in this beautiful sewing room? How on earth do I get to walk around in this beautiful property? I mean, I just feel really lucky. But Sunday's my birthday. So I'm going to be 64. And, you know, that means I'm not middle-aged anymore. And, you know, if I live to 100, that would be 50. So if you're 50, hey, you're middle-aged. But 64, passed it. I passed it. I remember I was at this workshop once. And it was kind of like, you know, motivational and life and all that stuff. And he had us get out a piece of paper. And we drew a line. Just a line. And then you drew a dot at the beginning of the line and a dot at the end of the line. And at the beginning of the line you wrote birth. And at the end of the line you wrote death. And then he asked us to take our pencil and draw a dot where we are right now. We all put it in the middle. Everybody, no matter what your age was, you put it in the middle. It's kind of funny, right? I know I can't be in the middle now. I'm positive that I cannot live to 120. I don't think. Is that how old it would be? Let's see, 64 and 64. 128. That's even higher. No way. I think my mom thinks she's going to live that long. None of us are getting out of that. No. So, birthday plans. I didn't really care to have anything elaborate. You know, my daughter threw me the most amazing birthday party when I turned 60. I think I even have a video on that. I felt so lucky. But this is, you know, I think my more fun times are the kids' birthdays. You know, they're just so cute and it's such a delight. And I talked about my granddaughter's birthday last week, I think. But I have to tell you a funny story at the birthday. So they went on a trip and that was her present. So the only really present she was going to get was from Grammy. So I took it, like there's a TikTok thing that says, I understood the assignment. Have you seen that? Where it's like you really get it. So I understood the assignment. bought a pile of presents, and they were all in the vein of what she wanted for her dolls. And I talked about how I accidentally bought 2 camping sets, and you guys, so many of you commented that you thought she'd probably keep them both. You're right. She kept them both. She thought that would be fun. All her dolls could camp now. And that meant that my grandson had something to put together, the little engineer that he is. He's putting together those tents. It was so cute. So then she has them in the living room. She asked her brother to go get her trailer, her travel trailer. And he comes out with the travel trailer and the Jeep. Now they don't match because they're from 2 different doll sets, so they don't hook. But they pretend hooked, like they just move them like they're pretending that the Jeep is towing the trailer. And she's like, she looks at him and snaps, I didn't say to get the Jeep, I said to get the trailer. And he looks at her and he says, like a little married couple, and he says, well, how did it get here then? My goodness, my heart just melted. He's just a little smart boy. Like, you can't just drag a trailer, it needs a tow vehicle. And so she looked at him and she said, oh, of course the Jeep had to be there. You can't just drag a trailer without a tow vehicle. So I thought that was adorable. And they played together. And, you know, it's super fun how they play together. They really do. They're just best friends. I love that. Okay, so I diverted. Her birthday's over. It's my turn. I'm happy as long as I get cake, because I love birthday cake with real buttercream frosting. If I get that, and I mean it cannot be that whipped cream frosting. I want the real sugary kind. I don't need a lot of flavors or fruit or any of that. Just give me the frosting and the cake and I'm happy. And I'd really like the piece with the flour because that's just more frosting. But I don't want frosting without cake. So if somebody doesn't eat their frosting, I'm not just going to eat frosting. It has to be cake and frosting. You get me? So my daughter is cooking me dinner on Wednesday, anything I want, and I couldn't even think what I wanted. Everything she makes is delicious. So her gift to me is a beautiful dinner, and I'm very excited about it. And, just be with the family. And that leaves kind of my birthday day open after church. And so I told hubby, I said, let's just go to brunch like we often do. Even though that doesn't seem special, it really is very special to me. And I thought we could just go shopping in town. Like we have a lot of little, antiques and little shops. I thought we could just kind of walk around and I'll pick something and he can buy that for my birthday present. Because I need to make it easy for him. He's stressing, I can tell. Like he needs to plan something. No, come on. It's funny because, God puts us together, man and woman, because we're totally different. Like I don't think that planning social events is in his wheelhouse at all. So he's stressing and I'm like, just stop. I got this. You know what? It doesn't have to be a big deal. Stop it. I love that we kind of fill different things in each other, right? And I think that's so magical that he doesn't need to be stressed. I'll be happy. I like picking out my own present. And I know I like it, right? Do you need to be surprised, you guys? I don't need to be surprised. I mean, he'll probably buy me some flowers and a card, and that will be wonderful, but I don't need to be surprised. Is age just a number? Because I don't feel old yet. When does that happen? I had a friend who told me I'd feel old in my 60s. I was in my 50s and I said I didn't feel old. And she said, well, wait till you get to your 60s. Now she's in her 70s. She's probably going to say, wait till I get to my 70s. I do feel it. I do feel it. Like I've been sedentary more than ever since I've been sewing and kind of staying home a lot. And I don't have a regular exercise routine, which I've been thinking about. I really need to get something going. And, I know what to do. You don't get to be this old and not know how to exercise, how to eat right. We know lots. And if you're younger than 64, ask someone my age. We know a lot of stuff. We can tell you. We figured out a lot of things. I just don't want to. So I've been thinking, yeah, I need to. And it's funny because I like to go on TikTok, and my daughter and I bounce TikToks back and forth. And I watched a video of somebody showing some senior exercising sitting in a chair, and I thought, what? That sounded good to me. So I saved that on my phone, and then TikTok thinks I want to see that a lot. So now it's popping up in my view a lot, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So I'm taking baby steps, but I'm really definitely, this is like the year, I say this every year, but this is the year I want to get back in shape because I know how good it feels. You know, you remember feeling good when you're fit, and I want that feeling for this summer. We got the kayaks last year. We're definitely going to be taking some kayak trips and, you know, hiking and, you know, the beautiful stuff. So I definitely want to get in better shape than I am right now. And so I'm working on it, and it already feels good. So age is just a number, and then it isn't. And you probably feel it too. I remember feeling like every decade, you feel totally like you're in a different phase. And every decade, I said that was my favorite. And I feel like that I want to say that right now, this is my favorite. I mean, I have this beautiful, quiet life that I get to really do what I want to do. I didn't used to have that, you know. You have to get older to get to have that. And my relationships are all settled. I have friends. I have a husband that I adore. We've been together forever. It's super comfortable. I think our anniversary will be 39 this year. Could be 40. I have to look that up. So, you know, it is just a number and it isn't. So wherever you are in that number, I hope that you're appreciating too. Just that you got that far, you know, that we got to, the privilege to live this long is amazing. So whatever's going on, I hope you're having a great day, a great weekend. I hope you enjoy your round of all the Friday Sews contributors. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel. And thank you so much for the comments. I live for those comments. I love going through the comments. I don't always get to all of them, but I mean to. And I read every single one because they come up as an alert. So I can see it. Even if I'm in the middle of something, I see it. So I do see every comment. I just don't always get to the answer, and I really regret when I don't answer. So if I ever missed your comment, I apologize right now because I don't mean to. I love the conversation. I just want to thank you. Thank you for being there. I so appreciate you. Really appreciate you. Say you feel like we're chatting. I feel the same way. I absolutely love having someone to chat with. When I'm looking at this camera, I see you because I don't feel like I'm talking to nobody. Especially when the comments come up. It makes me feel like we had a conversation, and I love that. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for coming by, watching my channel, and we will visit next time. See you then. Bye now. Oh my gosh, I hope it's in focus. Please.